Okay, so this is the review for tomorrow's test, CBQ 2.2. I'm going to show you how to do this in Desmos, the easier way, just in case you didn't understand how to do it by hand. So problem number 1, they gave you an equation, and they separated here, but it won't be separated on the test. That's y equals 15 minus 4x. Okay, anytime you have equations, you put them in Desmos. So we're going to put that in Desmos, and we're going to start typing all of these in a table. Okay, I'm going to open up a table and plot all of these on there and see which one goes through that line. So follow along with me. You can do it on your Desmos as well. So I'm going to type the equation y equals 15 minus 4x. Okay, and they gave you answer choices. So I'm going to add a table. So the first one says 2. My x's are 2, enter, 0, enter, and 2, enter. And my y's are 7, enter, 0, enter, and 12, enter. If I look at those points and I zoom out, if you need to zoom out, zoom out. Only one point is on the line. The other 2 are not on the line. So that is not my answer. Okay? And then you can just type in the new one or just add a new one. Add a new table. 0 is my first x. 1 is my second x. And 3 is my third x. My y's are 0, 15, and 27. This is letter B. And again, none of those points are on my line. So that's not it. Let's do letter C. Add a table. Letter C says -4 is your first x, 1 is your second x, and 0 is your third x. Your y's are -1, 11, and 15. So all of those points are on the table except for 1. The -4, -1 is not on the table. So again, this is what I'm doing. I'm going through the answers. One of these points was on the line. The other 2 were not. These were not on the line. This one is not on the line. I think for this one it was the 0, 0, and 2, 12 were not on the line. So it has to be D, but let's just make sure. Let's put it in Desmos. Add a table. My x's are -7, -2, 2. And on the other side I have 43, 23, and 7. And right now I only see 2 points. There goes my other point, and you have to zoom out. So this point is on the line, this point is on the line, this point is on the line. So my answer is D. Okay, so that's how you would do it in Desmos. Problem number 2, same thing. They gave you an equation. Okay, this is an equation. You type that in Desmos. And they're asking you f of -10. Well, that thing inside used to be an x. You see this x right here? So now they're telling you that what if the x is -10? They want to know the y, right? So I'm going to add a table, and I'm going to type -10 and see what it gives me. That's what they're asking. So in Desmos, I'm going to clear this, add my new equation, f of x equals 9 parentheses 2 minus x close parentheses. Okay, and you can hit the little house again just so that it can go back to normal. We're going to add a table. Oh no, I don't need to add a table. I need to hit settings and get the table for that expression. Okay? And I don't need any of these numbers. I need a new number, and that new number is -10. So once you type negative 10, it automatically gives you the answer, which is 108. That point is on the line. It's not the point I needed. I needed negative 10. Hold on, zoom out. It's this one right here. Negative 10 is 108. So on the test, you would just have to write 108, positive 108, bubble the positive because it's a positive number. If it was negative, you would bubble negative the 1, the 0, and the 8. Okay? The next one, again, they gave you an equation. Every time they give you an equation, you need to put that in decimals. Okay? So we're going to put that in decimals. We're going to change, we can just say y equals 35x minus 7,000. Or you can say f of x equals 35x minus 7,000. But it's saying, what is the minimum number of boxes that the band must sell in order to break even? What does break even mean? It means when you have no profit, you didn't make any money, and no loss. That means you're not in the negative numbers. So when they say break even, we're talking about when do you get to 0? You haven't made any money, and you're not losing money anymore. So we're going to type in these answer choices. Once they give you answer choices, you can always type those in and see which one of those gives you 0. So I'm going to type my equation. Again, you can just say y equals 35x minus 7,000. Okay. Do the settings for, I want the table for that equation. And I'm going to start typing in the answer choices. Letter A told us 100. So if I type 100, is that breaking even? No, that's a negative 3,000. They're still in the hole. They're still owing somebody money. So if I type letter B, 200 boxes. Now they're at 0, okay? But we can still type the other ones just to make sure. 700 boxes. Now they made a profit. They have some money that they made for selling those boxes. And then 35, they're still in the hole. So the only one that they broke even with was 200 boxes, and that is your answer. Okay, I'm going to do one more on this video, and then the rest of the problems would be in the next videos. So we're doing problem number 4. Now I know this is like a wordy problem. I don't need you to read everything. I need you to look for keywords or things that might help you. Like right now, if I just look at this, a few things stand out. I have 2 equations that stand out. So I know I'm going to have to use those. And I also see 20 boxes. Okay? So it has to do something with 20 boxes. Now if you read the question will tell you what they're asking for. It says, how many fewer hats will the students have available to sell if they still order 20 boxes? So that means if I sell 20 boxes with this equation or with this equation, how many fewer will I have? So I'm going to have to put those equations in decimals. I'm going to have to get the table for both and check out 20 boxes for both and see how much it is, and then take the difference. I need to see the difference. La diferencia of both and see how many fewer did they have. So let's go put those in decimals. The first equation is f of x, or y equals 56x plus 26. I'm going to hit the house, make sure it goes back to normal. And then the next one is f of x equals 38x plus 26. I can zoom out if I want to. Okay, I'm going to hit settings for both. I want the table for both. Settings again. I want the other table because I want to see how much 20 gives us. Why didn't this work? Oh, so I have to do one at a time. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to do it one at a time. I'm going to type 20. Oh yeah, the other one was h of x. 20 gives me 1,146, so write that down. 1,146. And then the other one was g of x, so I need to use g of x, not f of x. You cannot have two f of x's. H of x. So when I add another one, now it's h of x equals 38x plus 26. Okay, and settings, I want the table for that, and I want 20. 20 boxes will give me 786. So I'm going to write it down. 786, and take the difference. That means subtract both of them. Okay, subtract them. And that'll give you your answer. 1146, 360. So the answer would be 360 when you subtract them. I opened it. 360. And it's a positive number. No. On the test, when you do the online testing, you don't have to put plus. You can just put 360. When you get to the STAR test and you have something that looks like this, then you bubble the positive or you bubble the negative. Okay, so that's it for this video. I did 4 problems. I'm going to do the rest of the problems in the next 2 videos.